Good morning, my people, and welcome to this channel, Africa on the Move. In this channel, we talk about Africa and all that is happening in Africa. In today's discussion, we're going to talk about what was announced by the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Ghana, the closure of the Ghanaian Embassy in the United States of America. Reports have it that there are corruption alleged. It is alleged, I beg your pardon, that there is a corruption that has been going on in the embassy. It is reported that for some times, more than 4 years or even more, that money for visas that was supposed to go to the state coffers was instead diverted to a coffer, to an account that belongs to the embassy, to the ambassador of Ghana. That is to say, in simple terms, for some years, when you go to the Ghanaian Embassy in America and you are to pay for your visa fee, that money, instead of sending that money into the government treasury, the money rather goes into the ambassador's account. And because of that, it has come to the attention of the Minister of Foreign Affairs. And as you know, embassies are managed by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, so the one in Ghana. If this story is true, then I think that it is an issue that we as Africans must take into consideration. And I'd want to believe sincerely that the minister, with the approval of the president, cannot decide to close an embassy if there were not serious allegations. Even though, as we talk now, there are still allegations. And as a result, we should ask ourselves, what are we turning Africa into? What are our government officials, those called to save the people, to serve the people, turning the government offices for? This is a clear definition of hatred, a clear definition of betrayal to a nation. At a time when we expect that the new president of Ghana is doing a lot to fight corruption, how comes we are hearing things like this? Would it not be good that every African serving in the government offices understand that serving in a government office is not a hustle, it's not a business, but a call to serve your people? I am particularly challenged by this issue of the Ghanaian Embassy in the United States of America. Yet, it is not just about Ghana. It is African problem. We may be talking about the Ghana issue today, but mind you, if you go to many embassies, many African embassies in the world are marketplaces. They are shops owned by ambassadors. It will shock you if you go to embassies and see the way you are treated. Not only there are people in embassies who are working and working nothing, there are levies, there are charges paid in embassies that are not known to the state. And as a result, this money ends in private pocket. In the case of Ghana, I sincerely believe that the minister with the judicial authorities is going to do what it takes so that this will be an example set for everybody. If you are working in the government office, it is not room for corruption. This explains why the rich in Africa are government officials and the young business entrepreneurs, businessmen and women, are those who are poor. It is a big challenge. Fellow Africans, it is time we understand that If we keep doing those things that destroy Africa, Africa will never go forward. I pray that other embassies, other African embassies in the world, doing other things that they know they are not supposed to do, will take this opportunity of Ghana and sit up so that they can serve their people better. It is also a call to the African administration. It is not enough to fight corruption without putting in place structures, institutions that can ensure that corruption is reduced, that can ensure that corrupt officials are booked and sanctioned accordingly. May we have a blessed day today. Bye-bye.